Of course, our bodies need vitamins to thrive, but we also need minerals. And we're not getting the minerals we need from the food we eat because the soil has been overfarmed and depleted.
That's why you need Soul Life.
Soul Life has all the minerals you need to make you healthier and feel better.
All natural, vegan, and highly absorbable.
Get your double discount by logging on to soullife.com/Rick and Kelly and buying 2 or more bottles. And then hit auto order so you'll get fresh bottles every month.
You can cancel anytime you want to, but you won't want to because you're going to love the way these minerals make you feel.
Soul Life, the minerals you need.
Oh, are we on?
I believe we are.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to the Daily Smash for Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
And we're here.
We're here.
We missed a day.
We did. And I love the messages that we get.
We got some.
You have to be consistent in order to be. But I want to know how many of you have had jobs where you called in sick or didn't feel well to go into work. Mm-hmm. We are just like you. Sometimes we need a mental health day. Sometimes we need a break. Sometimes we need a day off.
And that's what this was. We had Kelly's friends in town, Yelena and Nona from San Francisco, who you met on Friday. We have some messages about them in the show. And we had a Sunday fun day, and they didn't leave until Sunday night. And by the time...
We left at 8 o'clock at night last night. And the time we got back home from dropping them off at the airport, we were so exhausted.
Yeah, and it was really more me than Kelly. I was the one who was like, I can't put a show together right now. Let's just take a day off. And I didn't really know how to tell everyone. I think I posted a message on our page, but I don't know if people saw it.
I know. Amy's like, how come you guys didn't have a smash? Mary, our Patreon, just texted me. How come we didn't have a smash on Monday? Well, we called in sick.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but it doesn't happen very often, and we're here now. And we're going to get you all caught up on our weekend and on what's happening in our world. If you haven't subscribed yet here on YouTube, I want to encourage you to do so. Or if you've been unsubscribed, I'd like to encourage you to resubscribe.
Yeah, can you please try to push that subscribe button and get our numbers up?
And hit like. And tell your friends. Because we've been stuck at 44,000 for about 3 years.
We've been getting tons of DMs.
Yeah.
From people saying that there's ways to get it up, like doing lives, doing certain things to get that up. And we've been getting a lot of DMs from people saying that they can get our numbers up because they know how to do the algorithm.
Well, I'm willing to hire someone, the right person, to work with us. We already have an assistant, but she handles a lot of our...
She got our TikToks up.
Yeah, she did. But, if there's someone out there who's watching, who's, really familiar with the way YouTube works and the way the algorithms work and can somehow guarantee us results, come on board. We'll pay you. We'll give you a percentage of the uptick. Happy to do that. We are going to recap The Real Housewives of New Jersey on tomorrow's show. Mm-hmm. We watched some of it last night, and once again, very entertaining.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I think it's a great show. I like the authenticity of it. Not the fakeness. And
Deirdre Sumner said Kelly's friend should be a regular on your show. She was amazing, interesting, and articulate. I could listen to her all the time. Very informed and intelligent.
Which one?
That was Yelena, I think. She did most of the talking.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say they're both smart. It's funny. Nona is a dentist, and her husband, Lev, is a CFO for Apartment Finder. And he was in finance before. And then he took another company public. I forget the name of it. But, they're very successful. Immigrants came here, 5th grade, worked very hard, hardworking family.
Well, this user said, nice to have your friends join today's show. Love their optimism about SF. I lived in the East Bay for 15 years and really missed the way the city used to be. Haven't been since 2020, and it was getting bad then. I hope a new mayor can turn the city back to what it was like before. They were trying to tell you everything was fine.
So that's the thing, okay? So when I first moved to San Francisco in 2004, I lived on 3rd Street in Mission. Okay, so there's Mission Street and then there's Market Street, right downtown. Mm-hmm. It was a happening. It was thriving. It was awesome. They built Bloomingdale's right there. They just built the St. Regis across the street from my apartment. Mm-hmm. They had Old Navy, Anthropology, 5 stories. They had like Aldo. They had Oakley. They had, I mean, it was shop after shop after shop. It was thriving. It was fun. You can feel the energy.
And it's a beautiful city geographically. It's
the topography is beautiful.
Architecture, it's really...
The architecture is like
But I found it interesting because we keep seeing these Instagram reels about all the stores that have closed. And all these... And your other friend told us about all these drug addicts on the streets. But these two keep trying to tell us that it's not that bad.
Because Nona lives right in Pacific Heights, where her house is $10 million and everything's nice around there in Fillmore. Okay. Chestnut Street, Fillmore, Pacific Heights.
So she's in a really nice
neighborhood.
She's in
a really nice neighborhood. She doesn't go downtown. She doesn't. But it is my friend Lena, the one that had the guys break into her shop off of Van Ness. Mm-hmm. She was saying it's like Detroit. The mayor and the governor have made that beautiful, thriving, pumping city into a drug-infested, crime-ridden Detroit times 2.
Wow. Well, it's unfortunate.
I don't know how... I like the optimism, too.
Yeah.
And I like how she said, what goes up must come down. What goes up, that I like the optimism of it. But you really do need a good mayor to turn it around, just like Giuliani turned around New York.
Yep. That was my monologue on Newsmax on Monday night.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, about how
I didn't get to hear you.
Giuliani came in as mayor, put in a whole program, hired a new police commissioner, Bill Bratton, and they came up with a program to target the worst crime areas, but more importantly, to go after the smallest crimes that were committed. Washing windows at a stoplight, jumping the turnstile of the subway, painting graffiti on a wall. If you did that and got caught, you went to jail. And the message was, we're not going to tolerate any crime. And they realized that if the people who commit the little crimes graduate to bigger crimes. And by cracking down on the small crimes and punishing the offenders, they scared people into not being criminals. And New York became the safest big city in America. It was an awesome place to live. Until it wasn't. When they stopped enforcing the law, when they stopped arresting people for the little crimes and the bigger crimes, and when they stopped punishing them when they got caught. And this was the subject of my monologue on Newsmax. And if you agree with anything I'm saying, I encourage you to watch my show because you're gonna love it. It's on every day now, 4 p.m. local Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern on Newsmax 2. It streams live. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on your phone if you download the Newsmax app. It's also on
Hulu. It's on...
I don't know if it's on Hulu,
I think it's on Hulu.
Roku, LG TV, Samsung TV.
Hisense.
There's like 40 streaming networks.
How do you say it? Hisense? A Chinese one?
Pluto.
I called it Hennessy.
A couple other really nice comments. This one from Joy Golembiski. Rick and Kelly, I love your show. Every morning I grab my coffee and ear pods and listen to you before I do anything. My husband and I travel full-time in our Class A RV and are traveling through California next month. It will be my first time on the West Coast. Can't wait. I love how you talk about your travels and stores and restaurants you go to. We also appreciate your political views. I would just die if we ran into you. Again, love your show.
That's beautiful.
You know what? Bring that RV to Newport Beach and come cruising around.
So I went shopping with Jolie today for her prom dress. Her prom is Thursday. So I went shopping with her, and I went into my favorite store, Nordstrom. Uh-huh. And it was so funny. I was looking at all the clothes and the Balmain and all the stuff. Mm-hmm. thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for Balm on stuff. Mm-hmm. I come home and Jessica Barra
sent you more stuff.
Sent me the same exact stuff that Balm on, which is $2,000. This would be $2,500. Jessica Barra, you would not know. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's a pretty sweater.
Happened. I was shocked to my dismay.
To your dismay.
Yes, that I wanted to buy all those, and you know what? I don't need to.
I'm glad you didn't.
I'm glad I didn't either.
Save that money.
Look at all this. How adorable is this?
Thanks, Jessica Barra.
And then look at this dress.
Oh, that is going to look great on you.
Look at this dress with all these little cardigans.
Oh, my God.
How adorable is that?
You know what? They're taking good care of you.
I love it. I love that website.
Well,
Jessica Barra. And you can get Kelly 25. You can get 25% off. Look at how adorable.
They need to start sponsoring this show.
Yeah. She's outfitting me like crazy.
Thank you. I mean, this is awesome. You have all these new clothes.
I have so many new clothes. And then this dress right here, my friend had it on. And can you get that green really quick? I just want to show them. My girlfriend had this on. Oh my God, where did you get that? She goes, self-portrait. It was $1,000. Jessica Barra makes the same self-portrait dress, you guys.
Yeah.
Jessica Barra, please.
How much is it on Jessica Barra?
Less than probably $200. I don't know.
Really?
Not less than $500. I mean, less than any of that.
Plus 25% off.
Plus 25% off. Kelly 25.
There you go.
Look at how adorable that is. I love this stuff.
Well, it is beautiful and it looks
Kelly
great
25.
on you. I want to read this other email. If you're thinking about joining our Rick and Kelly show on Patreon, which you should do because it's awesome and it's every week and it's over an hour long and we can really speak our mind over there. Thousands of others have joined and we would love for you to join the club. This is a comment from Carrie Miller, one of our patrons. I love you both so much. My daughter gave me a Rick and Kelly themed Mother's Day card. Rick and Kelly may be your idols, but you are mine.
Aww.
Very nice. Love listening to you guys every day. Started from episode 1 since I joined last month on episode 89 now. I enjoy you both so much.
That is so nice.
According to my math, she's watched 3 episodes a day for the last month of our Patreon because we have 143 of them. So she's got a ways to go to catch up.
Holy moly.
But, you can watch as many as you want. It's, it's only $5 to join per month. And we have, like I said, new shows every week. We do specials from time to time. And we have a library full of 143 shows.
I'm just so happy that people
Rick and Kelly on Patreon.com.
were making my tacos that I made.
Oh, yeah? People were writing back about that?
Oh, yeah. Our patrons were like, I'm going to make that. I can't wait. I have little kids. I have nothing to make. I don't know what to do.
See, that's one of the things that we do on Patreon is cooking with Kelly. We do that every week or two. Kelly will do another dish, and she's a very good cook.
So on this week's Patreon, I'm going to interview Wednesday Kim D from New Jersey.
That Kim D interview, we'll interview her Wednesday. We'll probably come out with that. We usually come out Thursday night or Friday morning with our show.
Can you guys come up with some questions
for Kim
D for Wednesday?
Do you remember Kim D from the New Jersey Housewives?
Yeah, she had that Porsche store, remember?
I don't.
Rick doesn't know who she is.
I never watched.
Yeah.
But I'm going to watch. I want to watch a little bit, do some research before we talk to her.
Yeah.
But I have questions for her no matter what. So we had a great time with the girls, as we mentioned. Thursday night we went to a restaurant.
And you guys our patrons gave me a $500 gift certificate.
Oh, yeah, for our anniversary?
I used this on my girlfriend's birthday.
Yeah.
And we spent every bit of that $500.
So,
I mean, restaurants have gotten way out of hand, right?
We didn't even order that much. We didn't
order at all.
Big steak that we had cut up for everybody. We ordered a couple of sides. We each had at least a couple drinks. And the bill came and it was like $400. And so I just looked at the waitress and said...
We just split one steak.
I looked at the waitress and I said, so if I apply the tip to this, then will you get that too? And she goes, yeah. And I go, well, I guess I could leave like $1 on there and then that I know I'll definitely be coming back to spend that $1. But I just gave her the whole thing. She got a really nice tip, and we did have a lot of fun in there.
We did. All my friends ended up going in there. It was cool.
And then Friday night, I thought I had video, but I don't. But maybe you do in your phone of our trip to Javier's opening Friday night. Mm-hmm. They reopened in Crystal Cove, and it was packed. It was a mob scene in there.
It was unbelievable. The food was so good, though.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then
I gotta stop eating. I'm gaining weight again. I really gotta stop eating. We've been going out to eat so much.
Yeah. Saturday we went for a bike ride, right? And we went to
Flying Fish. We got our cup of soup.
The chowder just gets better and better. I'm telling you. I think it was better Saturday than it was the last time.
I don't know. I enjoyed every single bite of that clam chowder. It was,
And the bread's really good there, too.
Yeah, they make this homemade sourdough bread there. Oh.
And then Sunday, we took the girls to our friend Frank's man cave. He has a Porsche collection. Porsche or Porsche?
Porsche.
That is beyond ridiculous. Like, I know, who is it? Jerry Seinfeld has, like, the biggest Porsche collection.
Uh-huh.
This guy has at least 30 of them.
Well, he's into vintage ones.
Yeah, these are...
Right?
So I shot some videos. I want to show the videos in case you guys love cars, and maybe you don't. But
wait real quick, because I have gossip. So that girl right there in the jeans with the thing, she is Frank's girlfriend. And Coral was one of my first friends when I moved here to Newport Beach.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago? 15 years ago? I moved here when Julie was
12
5.
years ago? 12 years ago.
12 years ago, okay? And Frank's ex-wife, Juicy, I was friends with her too. And she started dating Frank, the guy that owns this. And he was married to this Russian. I get this text message going off on Coral. I'm like, why do people get me involved? Like I had to block this lady. I'm like,
do you know who she was?
Yana. She starts texting me like all these. She was calling her the Mexican. I'm like, that's so racist.
Wait, was it the ex-wife who was texting?
The ex-wife. I thought it was Juicy, but it was
goodness.
the ex-wife, not the ex-wife.
Right.
Anyway, I'm like, this is like a whole real Orange County Housewives stuff.
Real drama.
Like real drama.
Not manufactured.
Yeah, exactly. Not made up, not manufactured, not pretend. Like, I was like, okay, I can't deal with this. I had to end up blocking that girl. Like,
wow. Well, I wanted to give people a tour of the garage. I think it's pretty cool. And I want to detail some of the vehicles that you're going to be looking at. But first, I just want to give you a look around. Like, he owns this building. And it was a soft opening because there was some kind of car event in town. They really wanted him to show off what he had, so he had to sort of clean it up and open it up to the public or semi-public for that. Look at that old, what is that, a Roadster or a Speedster or whatever? Speedster. Thing is beautiful. There's Kelly. But I mean, you can see how many Porsches. These are all his cars. And like Kelly said, most of them are vintage. But he does drive them, too. He told me that.
He does drive them.
Yeah, he drives them. He's going to have like...
I love that Targa right there, that blue.
Yeah.
Isn't that Tiffany blue? Isn't that gorge?
So
I love that Speedster right there.
You thought that was the most expensive, and it looks like the most expensive one in there.
Well, because the Speedsters I saw on... What's that auction that they have in Arizona?
The car thing.
They had that for $1 million.
Well,
at that auction, and I said, "Is that how much it is?"
Barrett Jackson, yeah.
So,
here's an aerial view. Surprisingly, that's not the most valuable Porsche in that garage. And if you have a guess, stand by because I'm about to tell you which one of these actually is the most valuable. I also want to show you. In a second, that first one that you may have seen. Oh, he's putting a gym up there. I want to show you this one first. Now, this is obviously just the shell of a 1954 Porsche, and he bought the whole car. It was sitting in some guy's garage.
He bought that shell.
No, he bought the actual entire car. It was sitting in some guy's garage for like 45 years. And he explained to me the whole process. They strip it completely.
Oh, is that how they do it?
They take everything off, catalog it all, and they make sure the body's right. They have to go, they use not so much lasers,
they want to
but
make sure that they didn't get in an accident?
well, but they also, if there are any dents or imperfections, they smooth them out. They get everything right. And then they start putting it back together. And the more vintage parts you have, the more vintage it is, the more valuable it is. But the one thing that they can't use or won't use originals of, can you guess what it is?
What tires?
Well, very good guess.
Brakes.
It's the rubber. So it's the tires, it's all the rubber, the grommets, all the fittings, because the rubber crack gets old.
The gaskets?
I'm not sure if rubber, anything rubber, they'll replace it. But even then, he was telling me, it has to be just right. And not everyone makes it the same way, and it's different for different cars. So it's a very precise and very expensive hobby. But here now is the most expensive car in that garage. This is one of the very first 911s. It was number, I think he said 164 or something like that, from 1964. So maybe it was like 118, whatever it was one of the first less than 200 911s ever made. And he was like, how many have been made? And I go, I don't have no idea. And he said, at least 1 million.
Wow.
So this is just over the first 100 of them. And even though it needs some work, the seats are a little messed up. You see that 911 there?
How cute is that? Aren't those adorable? I always wanted one of those. And I was even going to settle for like a Carmen Ghia. I love those. I think they're so
My dad had a Carmen Ghia.
They're so neat.
So
I think
funny.
they're so cute.
It's so funny you know what a Carmen Ghia is.
I love those because they look like those Porsches, don't they?
They do. Maybe they must have patterned it after the Porsche. It was like a poor man's Porsche.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks Frank for giving us the tour.
The only reason why I know it's called a Porsche is because my friend from Munich, Florian, is German, and I used to call it Porsche, and he always correct me, and he says it's Porsche.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only reason why I know that it's called Porsche.
Got it. While we were in his garage, the Knicks were playing the Pacers. I just want to say congrats to the Indiana Pacers. I was rooting for the Knicks. Good job. You're going to get your ass kicked by the Celtics, who are going to go to the NBA Finals. My prediction, 5 games. One of our viewers said, please say something about the Rangers. Congrats to the New York Rangers. They're playing their best hockey, and they look really, really good. And our good buddy Ron Duguay, who helped Kelly and I meet in the first place, played for the New York Rangers. He's a huge Ranger booster, so we do have a Rangers connection.
So he was going out with Ramona, and I was staying with Ramona
In the
Hamptons. Now, Ron Duguay, is he still dating Sarah Palin?
I think he is. Sarah Palin. I think so.
Sarah Palin came here and had lunch with us at Cafe R&D. She was really a really nice lady.
Yeah, she was. She was. I hesitate to mention we did accept another offer on our house today. Hoping all goes well. They don't want to close till after the summer, which is great because it's rented for the whole summer.
I just got off the phone with my friend Nicole. She goes, that's all that house is worth? And I go, she's like, it's right on the water, on the bay with views.
Yeah.
She's like,
on 2/3 of an acre.
She's like, that is so cheap. Why is it so cheap? I go, you can't even get anything for 1.2 here.
Are you kidding me? We saw a house today that was an absolute wreck in Huntington Beach for they're asking 2.3 million, and it needs to be completely gutted on a small lot.
Across the street from a sanitary plant.
Sanitation?
Or the S.
It's remarkable how far your money goes there versus here. But we're here.
I'm kind of scared. I'm thinking maybe we should just keep it because you can't buy anything here for that. You can't even get a 1-bedroom, 1-bath.
That's
condo.
True. That's true.
Here in Newport Beach.
The only reason I see to keep it is if for some reason we moved back to New York and you wanted to live out there. But other than that, I don't know. I just feel like our life is here now, and it works for us to have a home here.
The only thing I don't like in the Hamptons is It's only nice like 4 months out of the year. There's bugs. I don't like the big bugs. I don't like the humidity. I don't like to sweat. I don't.
That's more than one thing.
Well, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot I don't like out there. I mean, it's a cute town. That West Hampton's adorable.
You have to trust your gut sometimes. My gut tells me it's the right time to sell.
And there might be a big, huge flood coming through. Watch, my premonitions are always correct.
Don't say anything to scare off the new buyers. I put a couple reels of the day in here because we didn't do yesterday's show, so I figured we'll give you 2 for 1 reel of the day. This one had Kelly and I laughing our butts off. This little kid, apparently his parents are vegetarians, or at least his mom is.
Feeding my vegan sister's baby barbecue rib.
Just watch this kid's face. Now, when you watch it on my laptop, you won't see the full screen. But
I'm sorry.
Look at his face.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh, I have to turn the music off.
Look at this kid. Wait, I'm sorry. I think that's child abuse.
Not feeding a kid meat?
Okay? We are human beings. We have canines right here.
Carnivores.
We're carnivores. We need the development of that kind of protein to make us.
What did you say? We have canines?
Yeah, these little sharp things right here.
Oh, are they called incisors?
Are called canines.
Oh.
Incisors. You can call them incisors. They're sharp.
And
they're meant for to
you mean the vampire fangs?
That's for eating meat.
You know
we
what?
are carnivores.
I'm sure that's true.
I'm saying, why do you think cows feed their kids milk? Like it's you need. What are they giving them? Almond milk? How are you going to develop your brain with almond milk or coconut milk? You got to get. How is that those people vegan? Like I don't get it.
I don't know.
Like how are they giving what are they giving their babies?
I don't know.
Babies need like eggs.
I think I would agree that that's a decision that could be made if you're an adult when you can adjust your diet, whatever. But they should give this kid.
Did you see the kid freaked out? It was like his brain needed it. And I love how the brother gave the kid meat.
I know.
That's awesome.
Brother or sister.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this video, I was fascinated by how smart crows are. And Kelly goes, "Oh no, they're smart. You knew."
Oh yeah, because I watched. Yeah, there's like little they put these like little tubes in, and they'll shove some like a piece of food. in there.
I saw that video.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah,
and
how they got a stick and got it out. Yeah, how they got a
stick and got it out. I mean, they're like brilliant. Who knew?
Watch this. These people rescued a crow, and then
brought it back to life.
Yeah.
And became its pet.
Yeah. That is one smart crow.
Wow.
Are they all that smart? Or are they like humans? Some are smarter than others.
I don't know. It's so many dumb people in the world. I can't take it. It's like it's getting dumber and dumber. And people are putting up with bull crap, okay? That's not fair.
I have a story in the news.
In the news.
That might piss some people off.
Okay, if you guys are going to get pissed off right now, you guys just might as well get off.
But if you get mad as we get about this story, then you should come join us on the Rick and Kelly Show on Patreon, because this is what one of the things that we talk about, which is a transgender high school runner in Oregon who got booed after winning the girls.
We got Oregon again?
Girls state title. This high school transgender runner. He's a guy. He was born a man. He's still in high school, but he identifies as a female. And in the state of Oregon, if you identify as a female, then you can play on girls' teams.
That is such BS. Why isn't women competing in men's sports? Why?
Why do you think?
Because we possibly physically can't beat a man. It's the truth.
Boys are born, the bodies are different, and men are stronger.
We don't have the testosterone. We don't have cojones. We don't have the muscle mass. We don't.
Aiden Gallagher won the state title by 0.2 of a second. Gallagher was booed while crossing the finish line. Now you're going to say, "Oh no, why would you say anything bad about that? He should be allowed to compete."
Boo! Stay in your lane, boy. Stay in your lane.
This trans person would not have won against boys and should not be allowed to compete against girls who were born female, because you're taking the state title away from an actual female who has been presumably running track her whole life, and this is her crowning achievement. She's going to win the state title in high school, and some guy, a trans person born a male, is going to compete and take that title away from that girl who knows might have gotten a scholarship to run track at college, but she didn't win. She didn't win the race because this dude who's calling himself a girl was allowed to compete and win. And that bothers me so much.
Oh, it bothers me. You know why? They're setting women back another 100 years. It's a war on women, and everyone is scared to say it. And it's BS, and it needs to stop. They need to have their own lane, and they need to compete against their own wackiness.
That would be fair.
Okay, that's fair.
And neither one of us is saying that you can't be trans. We're just saying that if you are, you shouldn't be allowed to compete against girls who were born girls. Like Kelly said, separate category. Let the girls compete against girls like they always have. Let the boys compete against the boys. And if you want to have another category, go ahead and do that. But this isn't fair. And the worst kind of thing is happening, and that is that qualified young ladies are losing races and potentially losing scholarships because people who don't belong in that pool or on that track are being allowed to compete.
And we're not homophobic or transphobic. And all my guy friends that are gay, they think the same way we do.
Right.
We don't even know why that's even a category. Like, that shouldn't even be in the LGBTQISWYZ. Like, they don't even understand it. Like, I say it, but they say it too. Well, they don't think it's fair.
I think you will see soon enough.
Look, even Caitlyn Jenner thinks the same way. And she is trans, and she doesn't believe that this is fair.
Yeah, that's true. So that should be evidence enough that we need to keep a level playing field.
That's the dude right there?
Yeah.
Holy crap, you guys.
I know.
This is a war on women.
Look at the picture. It's like that picture tells a million stories. It just sums it all up. So you be a judge. And if you disagree with us, let us know. Because I would love for someone to tell me why we're wrong on this. Please.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for coming back to us. We hope you'll watch us every day, because we will be back here again tomorrow. And tomorrow day, we will recap the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Season 14, Episode 3. So
I just want to look at the physiology of those people. Look at that, okay?
We're going to leave you with this.
If I was that chick right there, I would have had a fist fight with that.
Well,
dude.
they booed after the race, during the race and after the race. A lot of people booed.
That is not fair. Okay, that is bullshit.
It's not fair. Whoa.
Sorry, it makes me so mad.
On that note, have a great day, everybody.
Bye, guys. Have a smashtastic day.
Of course, our bodies need vitamins to thrive, but we also need minerals. And we're not getting the minerals we need from the food we eat because the soil has been overfarmed and depleted.
That's why you need Soul Life.
Soul Life has all the minerals you need to make you healthier and feel better.
All natural, vegan, and highly absorbable.
Get your double discount by logging on to soullife.com/Rick and Kelly and buying 2 or more bottles. And then hit auto order so you'll get fresh bottles every month.
You can cancel anytime you want to, but you won't want to because you're going to love the way these minerals make you feel.
Soul Life, the minerals you need.